Alright, this video is going to be a fun one. This one is technically another look back through the ages. I just didn't have the figure when I did those videos. So cast your minds back to 2001. Yeah, I know, over 20 years ago. The Beast era had just ended because Beast machines had flopped, and the Beast era just flopped in general in Japan. Well, after Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars Neo, I forget which one. And, oh fuck, there's a wasp in... Okay, it just left. Sorry. Takara had decided to make the transition back into car-based figures. As such, they rebranded. As usual, it was supposed to be a continuation of their G1 line. When Hasbro imported imported car robots, they decided to have it be a reboot. And, that did kind of mess things up. A couple things up, but still. And, they imported car robots and renamed it Robots in Disguise. Sure, we all know this. In Japan, their main Autobot was named Fire Convoy. In America, because they decided it would be a reboot, and Fire Convoy had a resemblance to Optimus anyway, they renamed him Optimus. So today, we are taking a look at the original Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime / Fire Convoy. Yes, I got this figure on eBay from Wheeljack's Lab. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for including literally everything that this guy came with. Like, other than the box, he has literally everything, down to the fucking instructions. Like seriously, he came with his original tech spec and bio card, and the original instructions. Like, he included literally everything other than the box. And I will go ahead and show this, because if it weren't for Wheeljack's Lab, I wouldn't have this guy. So yeah, thank you, Wheeljack's Lab. I will definitely be shopping with you again, if you guys have any figures that I really want. But yes, here is Fire Convoy / Optimus Prime. He is big. Like, he is big. Like, big. Like, for comparison, here he is with the, Velocitron Speedia Scourge. With the fucking trailer. They are the same size with Scourge having the trailer. Here he is with Rodimus Unicronus, who he is bigger than. Like, wow. And because the new Sideburn hasn't come out yet, here he is with Shadow Striker. Or if Sideburn has come out, I don't have him. Yeah, so here he is with that. Now, why did I go for the original rather than getting the HasLab? One, this guy was cheaper. Like, straight up, I got this guy for a little over $100 plus shipping. And, the HasLab is like $300. And I just straight up couldn't afford it. Not to mention, by the time I could afford it, the campaign had already closed. Yeah. But yeah, this guy's... And, I like the design of the original a little bit more than the HasLab. Like, just from the pictures we've seen. I know the HasLab will probably scale better with, like, this guy and stuff, but I don't care. But yeah. So, let's take a look at some of the details. I believe he is supposed to be a Mitsubishi something or other fire truck. And yeah, he looks good. This right here is his weapon. It does just store underneath. The tires are rubber, and surprisingly, there's not a lot of cracking on them. Like, that is shocking. And also, the rims are chrome. There's a lot of chrome on this guy. Some of it is chipped because, well, the way he combines with his trailer, and the fact that he's over 20 years old. But yeah, he has 6 nice rolling wheels that are all rubber and chromed. He's got a ladder that can rotate full 360, other than the fact that it hit my backdrop. You can bring it all the way up and back if you want. You can have it just dragging along the back. It can extend a lot. Like, yeah, he long. If you come right here, there's this button up here. Spring-loaded water cannons, which are nice. They obviously don't fire anything. But one thing I have noticed is these ports are 5mm, which means he is Bluetooth compatible, which is fucking hilarious. Like, I know that's definitely a coincidence. This guy was made like 20 years before the effect parts were even thought of, but still, that's really cool. The section can also rotate to coincide with however you want the ladder to look. And coming to this button right here, he has 4 flip-out missiles. And yes, they do fire. And yes, his electronics do work. Yeah, they do fire. Let's see if I can... Boom! See, they fire. Yeah, that is another thing. This guy, for being over 20 years old, his electronics still work. Granted, yes, the battery... I'm gonna joke that he came with literally everything he did back in 2001, down to the batteries. Because, yes, the batteries were the same as they were in 2001, I'm pretty sure. Because they had kind of exploded. But, I mean... clean it out, swap out the batteries, and... He does say maximize because this was coming off the heels of the Beast Wars, but yeah. He has some, he has a handful of audio clips. He has... Fire! And then a couple firing things. Optimus Prime maximize. All the sound bites are random, so you can definitely get the same one right after you just got it. He has like 3 different siren sounds, and it's just, they get longer. That's it. That one was 1. The other one is like 2 or 3. That one's like 4 or 5. He also does say Autobots transform. Thank you. But yeah, he's a nice fire truck. Let's get in on some of the details. The nice grading, nice big Autobot symbol. You do kind of just have the combined head right there, but it's 2001. What do you expect? Yeah, he has a ladder on this side. He also has some Japanese writing and Cybertron on him. His wheels do say Fire Convoy. This is the American release, which is odd because it still has the Japanese titling on, or the Japanese writing on it. And Fire Convoy on the tires, but hey. He also has taillights and some steppy things right there. On the side, it is basically the same, except you don't get the Japanese writing nor Cybertron on it. And you have a little seat. But yeah, I already went through comparisons, so let's get down to transformation. Now, before we really get down to it, you can separate Optimus from the trailer and still have him be able to roll on his own. You want to come in here and just kind of slide out the fists, which does usually lead to you just straight up unplugging them. But yeah, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to plug that back in. And we'll show off the trailer here in just a second. And yes, here is Optimus. And his weapon does act as, a front set of wheels. So he can roll in this form, which is fucking hilarious to me. And just to be funny, here he is with Scourge. Here he is with Shadow Striker. And yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. That you can have him just roll out by himself. So before we actually get down to Optimus, we're going to start with the trailer. Which, here is the trailer with Scourge's trailer. Almost the same length, actually. But yeah. Okay. So, there's a couple different things you can do with the trailer. Hi. So what you want to do is you want to kind of remove these sections right here. You're going to remove these sections on both sides. You're going to raise the ladder, not activate the gimmick. Kind of raise this a little bit. You want to bring the feet down about halfway, then flip in the wheels, then you can bring them out the rest of the way. If you do decide to bring the foot out all the way and then flip them in, you straight up can't because there's the tab right there that connects these on. I did not know that before getting this guy. They all just kind of gloss over that. Yeah, so bring out the feet, flatten it like that. Flatten this section. And go ahead and spread these. Now, what you're going to want to do with these sections, bring this part down, bring this blue section down, rotate the combined hand, and move the thumb out, bring it down, rotate this gun, and then take this shoulder pad, plug it on. You're going to take this peg, plug it in right here. And then there you have about half the base mode. Then you want to do the same thing on this side. Bring this section down, bring this down, rotate the gun, rotate the thumb, rotate the hand, flip it down, peg the shoulder pad into the arm, peg the arm into the base. You're going to want to come up here, bring this section down, and if you want, go ahead and flip out the cannons. That is the base mode. Yeah, it's kind of a nothing mode, but like, I'd prefer this than just having half the fire truck sitting there. And again, yeah, the combined mode head is totally exposed, but, 2001, play features, who gives a crap? So, let's set the base off to the side. And focus on Optimus. Oh boy. You're going to want to take this, you're going to want to untab the weapon. Just kind of set it off to the side for now. Take these sections, bring them in. Bring them in like this. Go ahead and do whatever you want with the light bars. I just bring them down for right now. take him, crack him in half. Use these 2 ratchet joints to straighten out the body. Like that. You're going to come to the legs and straighten them out. Rotate them, or untab and then rotate them, so they're facing forward like this. You're going to want to come to the back, open these panels, flip out the feet. They will kind of lock in place. Then bring this panel back down, like so. Do the same thing on the side, rotate the foot outwards, bring that down. Sorry, there was a mosquito trying to bite my arm. Then what you're going to want to do is bring the arms out and slide them down till they click into place. Rotate the arms, slide down, clicks into place, rotate it, and then you just kind of grab them and shove them in like that. There you have Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime. And that is just 2001 goodness. Ha! And yeah, this guy is just really freaking cool. He does have very chunky legs, but you know, his feet can support him, so. He's got nice chrome, which, yeah, it's a little scratched because that's how the combined chest plugs in. But he's even got chrome eyes, which I really like. Yeah, mine is a little bit of a paint splotch right there, but oh well. Yeah. Now, he does have a resemblance to Optimus Prime. However, he doesn't look exactly like G1 Optimus. That's because, again, he was never supposed to be Optimus. He was supposed to be Fire Convoy. Yeah. He can hold his weapon, which I don't actually know. Is that 5mm? It is. His weapon is 5mm. So you can give this weapon to really any figure and he can hold it. But yeah. And yeah, that's a tiny ass little pea shooter, but you know what? 2001. And it has to fit under the cab to become the wheels in combined modes, or in mode. Yes, I'm bringing the trailer back in just for right now because I don't want it setting off too much to the side, especially since I'm gonna need it here in a minute. Articulation is really good, especially for a 2000s figure. Like, other than maybe opening hands and deeper knee bend, I don't know how they're gonna top this guy in articulation. So the head is on a ball joint. His ears even move if you want him to. The arms can do a full 360. If you pull them out, you have a fucking butterfly joint that can go both ways. Yeah, butterfly joints. I mean, that's more of a happy coincidence because of how he connects with his trailer, but still. His arm can go out about that far. I mean, maybe raising this up a little bit more would be partly how they can better the articulation, but, you know. Bicep rotation. 90 degrees or so of bend at the elbow. The fists are on a ball joint. The waist, if you lift this section up, this is, you know, the battery pack and everything, can rotate. If you extend it a little bit, and yeah, that does kind of sink his head in, but still, he does have an ab crunch. Like, hello? Legs can kick forward about that far, back about that far, outward about that far. You do have below the knee rotation. You can get slightly under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And the feet are on ball joints. Like, seriously, this guy is fucking loaded. Especially for being a, figure that was technically made in 2000. Like, this guy's fucking loaded with articulation. Now, for comparison, here he is with Scourge. And as you can see, he dwarfs Scourge. So I might be looking to pick up the original Scourge, but even then, he still towers over him. Here he is with Rodimus Unicronus's core robot. And here he is with Shadow Striker, because her and Sideburn share the same mold, and I don't have Sideburn. But yeah. And then, if we bring in the base right here, you can have Optimus, standing here, manning the cannons and everything. All in all, just looking really cool. But this is not where it ends with RID Prime. No! You have multiple ways to arm him up with the trailer. So, we're going to remove these. And remove this entire section right here. Set that off to the side. Take these. And go ahead and rotate the cannon so it's facing the hand. Bring it down. Bring these sections around. Bring up the hand and rotate it so it's face, oriented correctly. Do the same thing with, this hand. Take the feet and split them. Angle the toes down. And we can take these two little holes, plug them into these two pegs right here. Give them a big old glove. Big old glove. There's ports in the bottoms of the feet and pegs on the top of the shoulder. Plug that on. And then plug that on. And this is fucking ridiculous. I don't think you ever used this configuration in the show. But you can do it. But, of course, this is not what everyone really remembers this Optimus for. No. So, take these sections off. Make sure he stands correctly. Flatten out the toe. Open this section. And bring this piece up. Do the same on this side. Then you're going to want to take his feet. There's a port right in there. Post right in there. Take him and plug him in. Then post right here. Port right here. Boom. And do the same thing with the other foot. Boom. Then you want to take the shoulders and spread them out. The shoulder pads go on this way with the silver facing up. They just slide over his normal shoulders. They don't peg in securely, they just kind of rest there. Or they kind of thoop into there. Yeah, and if you want, you can have go ahead and bring his shoulders back in. And if you want, this is where you can just stop arming him up. If you want. Sorry, I had to grab something to act as a phone stand. Because this guy gonna get tall. He gonna get tall. And yeah, this stand's a little bit too tall, but whatever. But yeah, really, you want to take these sections, bring them down like that. And extend his body, not quite up this far. So bring it down just like to about right here, where his head is just barely peeking out the top. Or if you want, you can kind of just bring it up a little bit more to kind of hide it more. Or you can go ahead and extend it all the way until we get this section on. So let's move him out of the way really quickly. This bit, you're going to want to fold in the water cannons, rotate the ladder to the back. You're going to want to rotate it like this, and then bring it out on this joint right here, like that, and then bring it down. Straighten out the horns. Bring this section up. There's these two posts right here, and this post right here, that will go on to these 3 pegs. And this can be a little bit tricky to do. Oh. You're also going to want to flip this section all the way around. Yeah, this can be a little bit tricky. Especially to do on camera, but... Alright, and then, now that we've gotten that, bring this section down. These 2 clips will clip in right here, which is why the chrome is scratched. There we go, and bring that down. You can take the crotch, bring it back a little bit so it lines up with the actual crotch. And one last finishing touch, you can take the pea shooter. There's a post right here, or a port right there. Plug him in, and boom! There we have RID 2001 Optimus Prime's Super Mode. And god damn, this looks good. Like, genuinely, this looks really freaking cool. Let's get in close here on that head. Again, nice chrome gold eyes. Nice chromed ears. A nice fireman-like helmet. You got, you know, the extensions on the shoulders, which, as you can see, that is as far down as they go. You've got, come right here and bring this up. You've got the matrix spot. And then coming down to the arms. Some nice blue cannons. Nice open fingers. Nice crotch detail. And then big old stompers that have missile paws on the inside, but shh. And yeah. This guy is big. Now, for articulation, he's still pretty good. He does lose some articulation and has better access to some others. The head is still on a ball joint. The arms can still do a full 360, although I recommend you pull them out if you're going to. And then, because you can still pull them out, you do still have access to butterfly joints, though not quite as much. Arms can go up about this far before things start getting in the way. You still have bicep rotation. You still have that elbow joint. You still have a ball jointed hand. And you gain a thumb. Legs, or waist, you still have access to it. It just, because the skirt section, you don't really get too much use. Because that, ratchet is right there, you do have access to an even better ab crunch that doesn't obstruct the head. And because this section's on a panel, it will go with it. Which is cool. Legs can kick forward that far still, Back, not quite as much because this section doesn't move out of the way anymore due to this. Outward can still get about that far. Still have below the knee rotation. Still have the knee bend, only you just don't get anything at the foot. Now here, the super mode articulation, I can definitely see them being able to improve. Because, while for the most part it is the same as the robot mode, the feet, they're going to definitely add an ankle joint for that. I was about to do comparisons, but then I decided, you know, let's do something else really quickly. This ladder kind of just acts as a third leg, but what you can do is you can, I always hold it because this ratchet is super tight and will, you know, start pulling stuff up, and this gun never wants to stay. You can flip the ratchet or the ladder all the way around, bring this up, and you can have him with the ladder. You can also extend it so you can, you know, have room to rotate the arm. Kind of bend it a little bit and bring it down. You can make it kind of look like he's holding it, although some of the joints are not necessarily stiff enough to really hold this pose, but you can do that. You can also bring forward the missiles if you really want to make him look like he's about to destroy some Decepticons or Predacons, whatever. Because in RID 2015, Decepticons and Predacons were both active at the same time. The Decepticons were Autobot protoforms stolen by the Predacons and reprogrammed for evil. So that's how that worked. But yeah. Now, for comparison, I'm going to set the pea shooter off to the side. Here he is with Shadow Striker. She's not even in frame. Yeah. Here he is with Scourge. And here he is with Optimus Unicronus. Yeah, he dwarfs even older leader class figures. Yeah. So that has been my review of Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, let me know what figures you want me to review in the future. If I have them, I'll try and review them. Or I might, if they interest me, I might try and track them down. Yeah, if you want this guy for yourself, check around eBay, Mercari, really any site or place that sells used figures. Or go for the HasLab if you were able to, because the campaign has ended. Yeah. I might try and see if I can find an Ultra Magnus, so I can have, Omega Prime. But, maybe not. I genuinely like this guy a lot. But yeah. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you around. Peace.